decided to ring in the new year by taking a little overnight camping trip down to Hickory Ridge Trailhead in the Hoosier National Forest. It's down by Bloomington, Indiana, about an hour and a half away from where I live, so it'd be a pretty quick and easy trip. When we arrived, it was right at 34 degrees. It was windy and damp, cold, and already 2:30 p.m. I knew night would fall fast, and with it, so would the temps.
I do believe. Stove up, maybe. We'll get the cot, get it set up. I know you want to play. Oh, my soul.
So he's such a good dog. He loves to play, and it's just hard to get things done when you got to play with him all the time. It was getting late, so after I fumbled my way through pitching my tent, it's a Pomoly 4-season hot tent, it's a hex, I went ahead and grabbed my stove bag and commenced putting it together. It's also from Pomoly. It's the Timberwolf Lone Wolf edition. They don't brand it like that anymore. They call it the Timberwolf Ultralight, and that's exactly what it is. It's only about 4.4 pounds. It packs down, disassembles in a very small package, and everything you need comes in that little brown sack you see there. It's a great little pack, and it's held up well over the last 4 years. It's made of titanium, and it's went through the abuse and the use that I put it through, and I'm hard on equipment. Really easy to assemble. It's all like a puzzle, it just fits together. You have a bottom that has legs and two sides and a back and a door. The front has a door on it with glass. The top is the hole where you put the damper, connect the damper, and then the stovepipe on top of it. It comes with a 9-foot stovepipe. Well, that's in addition. The 9-foot comes with a 6-foot. And it has a spark arrestor on top. You just have to add guide wires to it. Set it up.
All kinds of
it's really a great little stove. If I had one wish, it would just to be make it longer. Regular firewood length is too long for it, so you have to process it down, cut it lengthwise in half to get it to all fit. But other than that, it's a great little stove, and I highly recommend it. You can see there how thin it is when it's all packed up tight. And you go watch how it all comes together. Once you put the box together, it has these 4-threaded rods. One rod goes in each corner and has a little nut on it, and it holds it together for you. It's really easy to use and put together, even with gloves on. The pipe, which you'll see here in a little bit, is probably the most intimidating part of the whole thing, and learning how to roll it and unroll it and such. But once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to use. I'm going to go ahead and be quiet for a little while and let you guys go ahead and watch what's happening here in the Hoosier Woods. You see me there snapping all the pieces together. There's the other side.
Sally, quit licking the ash off of it. What's wrong with you?
Put the lid on top there after the back and side has been put on. Make sure it's snug all where it's supposed to be.
Spoofle.
Time to put in those rods. Like I said before, that wind's pretty strong that day. You can see the trees up tall. How they move in the wind as you hear it pick up in the audio.
Good boy. Tally.
I love camping in Hoosier National Forest. With over 200,000 acres, dispersed camping, some campsites already made. They're not what we call improved. There's no running water or restrooms or anything, but usually a fire ring and nice setup. That's where we set up here. One of those spots.
Telecaster. Quit eating dirt. You crazy? Are you crazy, dog?
It's easier to get those threaded rods through the whole box when you put it up on its back and you can look down inside of it to hit the holes with the long rod. We got it together now. It's time to grab some pipe and a spark arrestor, get it all put together. I had to adjust my film. I don't have no idea why I did that, but I can't figure out how to take it out yet. So there you go. Another view for you now. Three little screws stay in the top. You take them out to put the spark arrestor on. Has the adjuster that goes to the back of it, so you can adjust your flow of exhaust as you need. Dampen down dampen down your fire. And it has a damper up front too. This goes on really easy, just like that. Final check on the door, then go ahead and go put it inside the tent.
Go get it. Damn tree, I can't throw between the trees. There you go, come here. Come here,
It's
buddy.
hard enough to throw a throwing dummy through the woods and not hit a tree, right?
Over here.
Poor Telly, I hit every tree around that camp, I think. I'm about ready to pull out the stovepipe. You'll notice it's really small when I pick it up, and it's rolled up small like that. And you'll see me, I'll roll it out, and then we'll roll it the other way
You can get it.
to make the stovepipe. The gloves I'm putting on are cut-proof gloves that Pomoly sends with the stove, because that thin titanium on that stovepipe can cut you pretty quick if you ain't careful.
That's not good.
What a good dog. So I'm taking the little rings off of it. It came with 9 little rings to put over it. And you'll see me, I'll put them back on. That holds them together the other way. There, I unrolled it.
Get back. Go lay down.
Now we're going to roll it the other way. And it'll be about a 9-foot long piece of pipe. And it's titanium, so it has a 3,000 degree Fahrenheit heat resistance, melting point, I guess would be the right way to say that. So you can use really thin material. It's naturally corrosive resistance, rust resistant. Lightweight because it can be so thin. Right now I'm trying to put those little rings on the end of it. You'll see I'll move on down the pipe and adjust the rings lengthwise as we need it to hold the pipe together. Like I said, that's the most intimidating part, especially when it's brand new, before it's ever been bent this long ways. It's only been bent the short way for stowage. But once you get the hang of it, it ain't too bad. And what's nice is it's so lightweight and so small to pack away. Just be careful with the pipe. Try not to crease it. Give it a weak spot. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. When it's your first time rolling it out, sometimes it helps to use like pool noodles to help roll it around it. Like I said, it'd been a while since I set up camp, over a year. And you'll see me do a bonehead move here in a minute where I put the spark arrestor on before I and go to put the pipe on the stove before I undo my guide wires or my guide lines. The spark arrestor is very important, and it's going to help keep live sparks from coming down on your tent and burning holes in it, of course. It's very important to use a good, dry hardwood in these little stoves, too, when they're in your tent. They give off less sparks. A lot of people try to put like a wire mesh or wire mesh inside their spark arrestors to stop the sparks, and that's dangerous because that soft wood, it just creates so much creosote that you don't have enough exhaust. So just be sure to use hardwood as much as possible and use the spark arrestor as it's designed. Try not to add on to it. Here's where you see I haven't let loose the guide wires yet, and so I'm going to have to take that right back out.
Yeah. You better untie those cords first. That's a good idea. Hold tight. Hold tight.
One of the things people love about the titanium stoves is the colors of blues that you get out of it when you heat them up for the first time. It turns a really beautiful blue, like a heat-treated metal. And that's essentially what it is, it's being heat-treated. You can see that blue on the end of the pipe there. Now it's time to put the pipe in. I'm adjusting the little rings on it, keeping the pipe as strong as it can be. Right to the little stove jack in the tent. Now we'll adjust the stove and everything. We'll set that stovepipe right on top of the damper, which is right on top of the stove. Once again, one person can set this tent and the stove up all by themselves, even an old crippled man like me. Alright. Time to set some guide wires out. Very important to, especially in windy days, but it's always important to set your guide wires on your stovepipe. It's going to give it strength in conditions and help prevent it from ever collapsing down on your tent. Same thing with the additional tie-outs for the tent. By keeping that taut and keeping them out there, it's going to prevent that wind from doing anything that could be detrimental. I just used some yellow 550 cord for the guy outs, and I attached them with little wire key rings to the spark arrestor. You want to try to make sure that you keep your tie outs out away from your doors so you're not tripping over them and such, but and keep them pretty straight. You want to have a little bit of adjustment, and you want to leave those, once you get it staked down, you want to leave them just a little loose. You don't want them too tight. That could cause the wind or the tent and such to collapse that pipe.
Well, the wind's getting strong, so it's dropping in temperature, buddy. Oh. Hot. No.
Just take your time and pay attention to detail. Everything comes together real easy.
Bowcaster. What are you doing? Hey! Dig in my tent. No, go play.
Dogs will be dogs. He sure is a good one, though. In a survival situation, your shelter and your fire, your two priorities. Making sure you get them set up before the dark comes is a must. Everything else can come later. There's 3 guy wires that go to the pipe, the stove pipe. I use just regular tent stakes. I use a knot. It's a type of slip knot that locks into place, a friction knot that allows me to adjust and tighten and loosen as I need to straighten the pipe and such. It's important to keep your pipe straight, up and down, and vertical, and keep it off the tent. You got a little bit of space in between your pipe and your fire-resistant material on your tent of your stove jack, and you don't want to let it be touching it because that pipe does get hot. One of the benefits of titanium and it being so thin too is that not only does it heat up quick, but it dissipates the heat quickly. So once the fire is gone, you can tear down your stove, disassemble it, and pack it up pretty quickly. See there, I'm walking around and checking how straight it is, and I can adjust how straight it is by one, moving the stove inside the tent, and two, adjusting the guide wires to pull it one way or the other. That's why I just did there. I'm loosening and tightening as I need to pull the stovepipe left to right, make it vertical to the ground like a 90 degree straight vertical. Give it another check. I decided this time to go ahead and add the ground cover underneath my sleeping side of the tent. You can't use the whole ground cover when you have the stove in there because of course it'll melt it, but I go ahead and I put it underneath the tub of the half tent that's inside. It has little tabs, of course, that you can attach to the tent stakes also, along with the tent and the half tent. So you have, on some of the stakes, you have 3 different things strapped down with that stake.
Easy there, cowboy. Easy, cowboy. What are you raising so much stuff for? You raised so much stuff, right? Get out there. Go on. Sully. Come on, get out of there.
I really like the little half tent that you can put inside the hex. It has a thick waterproof tub underneath the bottom, which is really nice. It has mosquito netting along with solid sides and stuff to keep it dark inside. The tent's really dark. It's got two liners on it. That silver lining on the inside prevents light from escaping. It also reflects light back into and heat back into the tent instead of letting it escape. It's a nice setup. If I was to purchase again, I think I would get the one size larger, the Hex Plus. And like I said, if I could get a longer stove that would fit what we consider normal cord length firewood, I'd like to do that too. But I really can't complain. You got tons of room for gear, your firewood, for you. You can take the half tent out and fit 2 people with the stove in there. It's a nice setup. Well, that's about it. Time to clean up the mess. Get ready to make some dinner and get the campfire started. I won't start the fire in the stove until I'm ready to go to bed. It heats up the tent really quickly, so there's no use in just wasting firewood, especially when you gotta cut it down even farther than normal. Just more work. Hey, if you hung around this far, thanks for watching. I'll have more videos coming soon. Take care. I hope I get to see you in the woods.
Oh, Tilly. This is a wild little boy. This is a good boy. Let's put those 3 back in our bag. They belong. Keep these extra ones in this bag. This bag in this bag. Should make a pretty good pillow tonight. Go on, Ted, let's go get a cot.